Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Sci-Fi Sunday on this channel where we talk about all things sci-fi. And today we have to talk about some news that dropped the other day, the Teen Titans movie announcement and what this could mean. So let's jump right into it. So the Teen Titans are apparently getting their own movie, and we're going to talk a little bit about what this could mean. First off, we have to talk about the movie itself. It kind of started to get announced a few months ago. There were rumblings that this was going to happen. And now all of a sudden, the major trades have begun to report on it as though it is fact. So we're still kind of with this, will it come out or won't it? However, if the main trades are talking about it and James Gunn has addressed this movie in the past, you can pretty much rest assured that eventually we're going to get this movie. Now, what's interesting is that the trades are saying that we have some movement on it. So that's something right there to talk about. So first off, they have brought in Anna Noragawa to write the screenplay. Now, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but she is also the same person that wrote the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie that is coming out. This is actually a good thing because it tells us that we're getting up and coming writers and directors. But did she come out of nowhere? Did this writer come out of nowhere? Well, not entirely. You see, she is in fact known for her acting. She was on the CW's Vampire Diaries and on the Michael J. Fox show and on the Starz series Hightown. However, she also was a writer during this time, building up a bit of a resume, if you will, writing a play, Which Way to the Stage, which went on Broadway in 2022. She was announced to be the writer of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow in 2023 because they were actually very impressed with what she had to do. She is a very talented actress and probably learned a lot about writing through being on those shows. We can only hope. I personally haven't seen anything that she's done in terms of writing. I have seen a few things she's in as an actress, and I thought she was okay. And a lot of directors and writers will tell you that if you're going to be a director or writer, you should take acting classes. And a lot of people will say if you're going to be an actor, you should also consider taking some of those other classes as well. You should take all the classes you can get if you're going to get into the business. In fact, even James Gunn has said this a few times on Threads when he's been asked about breaking into the business. What does a Teen Titans movie promise? That's what we have to get into. What exactly does a Teen Titans movie promise? Because you have a Teen Titans movie, and you have to present it in a way that it's going to be modern. You have to bring it in so that it's going to have the characters that you're going to want to use. Well, if we already know that Damian is indeed going to be our Robin, we know that he has to be Robin going into the movie. We simply know this. They could use Jason Todd and then introduce Robin and have Robin take over in the Teen Titans a little bit later. This would allow Jason Todd to age out of the Teen Titans. That could work too. But we have to look in terms of what would be long term. If they don't want to go long term with a character and make sure that Jason Todd just has the Red Hood persona already, then they can go ahead and do that, and that would be something that would work. However, doing that presents its own problems because now you have to make sure that people know exactly who Red Hood is, know who Dick Grayson is, know who all the people that were Robin before are and make sure that you have a place for them in the world. We know already that Dick Grayson is already going to be Nightwing when this franchise kicks off. When the DCU starts, he will already have aged out of being Robin. So this only really leaves the two major ones that would be the most popular to tell tales with, Jason Todd and Damian Wayne. And bringing in Damian Wayne to run the Teen Titans would be interesting because Damian Wayne ran the Teen Titans in the comic book in a really weird way. I mean, at one point, he was actually kind of keeping secrets from them and bringing villains into his own little prison. He had a system going on where he was taking villains off the street. And it didn't work out very well for him. I didn't read the entire run of that comic, but that's kind of what happened there, is he was keeping secrets from them and putting enemies away. And Damian Wayne has always been kind of this wild card Robin, so seeing him play that in live action, being the Teen Titans leader, would be kind of fun. Now, in terms of other people, of course, Cyborg is always an option. Cyborg started out his career in the Justice League and then kind of went from the Justice League into the Teen Titans. And he's been in the Teen Titans pretty much forever now. In almost all the incarnations of Teen Titans that you'll ever see on television, he's always in there. And that's not a bad thing. I sort of like the idea of him being one of the Teen Titans. I never personally saw how he fit into being in the Justice League. I saw him more as a Teen Titans character, but that's just what I remember him from. And then you have Raven, and Raven being your daughter of a demon, just being really cool. You have a lot of people that like all these different Teen Titans, and we get a chance to see them start off in live action and see them work their way into other roles in the DCU, because they won't be teens forever, and this gives an opportunity, if you are starting the Teen Titans movies, to kind of move it along and kind of make sure that you always have a Teen Titans group. Maybe the Teen Titans we know from this movie eventually become the Titans. The roster that we most see associated with the Teen Titans is Robin, one of the Robins, Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, and Beast Boy. And it's a pretty safe bet that those would be the ones that we would get. However, you do have to realize that James Gunn does like to throw a few things in there that are more obscure. But he's not necessarily the one writing this. Remember, the girl that wrote Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is writing this. So if she's writing this, this kind of makes it her baby. It makes it her project. So if it goes wrong, she's the one we're looking at. I think it's interesting to note that this is happening so early in the DCEU, but I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think going this route is going to help to make the world stronger in the long run, because you are using more teams, maybe teams that people didn't expect you to use. And I have to wonder how this will impact the rest of the DCU, because having the Teen Titans in there does present the possibility of crossovers with the Justice League. It presents the possibility that this could be meant for a younger audience going to the movies, and that could, in fact, bring them into the fandom later on, where they're watching this movie, the Teen Titans, and they sort of grow up with these characters, so that when these characters are aged out of the Teen Titans, they could be interested enough to follow them into whatever other movies they go into. I can't wait to see what they do with this project, and I'm excited that this actress slash writer is now involved in this project as well. I think having her aboard is going to be a lot of fun. Apparently, they trust her a whole lot, and I think that says a lot to us as fans, or should say a lot to us as fans. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you interested in seeing the Teen Titans movie? And who do you want to be in it. As always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you're leaving us that comment in the comment box below, letting us know what you think. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of the conversation as well. Make sure you hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. You don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And then, friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.